I hope you guys have been following up from the very first step. You can take a look at where we are so far right now. It's a very important stage, right? I hope everyone enjoyed. Are we together? Yeah, when we started this kind of farming, it was a given type of farming where we sat down and we thought about how we can use a small plot of land to do some great type of farming, grow up crops here and there so we can get something better out of that. And the major purpose of us doing this kind of farming was to provide the school with some diet. Are we together? Yes. So if I might ask or pose a question to the class, what do you think could be the best name that we can give to this type of farming? How do we call this type of farming? Yes, Odima?
Urban farming.
This is urban farming. Are we together? At the very beginning, when we started this type of farming, we thought about urban farming as a very good type of farming. Given the fact that the school doesn't have enough piece of land, we thought about coming out with a type of farming that would accommodate the type of land that we have. Who can be able to tell me the meaning of urban farming? Yeah, let me have him tell us the meaning of urban farming. Yeah, we can keep moving around as we check on.
Urban farming is
Yeah.
growing of crops within urban centers.
This refers to the growing of crops around the urban centers. Are we together?
Yes.
And trust me, we have successfully grown our crops in the past 1 month, where we started by a procedure of raising them from the nursery bed, where we got the seeds and we put them all in the nursery bed. Are we together? Remember, in one of the topics we spoke about the advantages of raising seeds on the nursery beds, and we said they are seeds that are raised on nursery bed for us to get the good impact out of them. One of them is vegetable growing. That is so much paramount. If you recall, raising the skuma wiki and the cabbages of the nursery beds, there are some steps that we took that brought us up to this up to this very level. Are we together? So let's have people at least take a look at take a critical look of the plants that we have right now, because I have something to ask. You can take a look, examine the crops, you can move around, check on the leaves, you can touch on the leaves, check around. And at the end of this, I would want us to come out with some of the challenges that our cabbages are going through. Are we together? Yes, please. Take a look. You can take a look of the cabbages. Walk around, take a look. Take a look of the cabbages. And I'm now asking, what are some of the observations that you've made so far at this very stage? Yes? At this very stage where we are in, what do you think are some of the observations that you've seen as a good farmer? As a farmer that has gone to school. Are we together? Let's take up. What are some of the observations that you can see? Yes?
Our crops are being attacked by pests.
Our crops are being attacked by pests?
And some diseases.
And some other diseases. Because we can really see the signs and the symptoms right here on the crops. You can see this has got leaves that are burnt. Are we together? However, this can also be lack of certain nutrients in the soil. Are we there? Let me see some other student that has gotten a different observation, different from this, concerning the crops that you have seen. Yes?
This crop of ours is lacking water.
This crop is lacking water. It's been a long period of time without rainfall. I hope you guys know that. Are we together? So it is very difficult to give it water each and every other day to the maximum. So it lacks water, and that is why we look at them like this. Someone else with a different observation? Let me have, what do you see from this, you know? Like, They are eaten up by the pest, yes? They are eaten up by pest, yes, Barnabas?
Our vegetables needs to be weeded.
Our vegetables also need to be weeded. Are we together? Because they lack the nutrients, they are looking bad, and at the same time they are competing for nutrients with the weeds. Are we together? So it makes it very hard for it to strive through and get us better products. You can take a look at the entire garden. Take a look at the entire garden, and you'll be able to make some critical observations about these vegetables that we have. Yes.
Another one.
You can take a look. Someone else can be able to tell me about some other observation about these cabbages. Yes.
The method of farming that we used was somehow poor.
The method of farming that we used was somehow poor, where we had to plant crops in small spaces. Are we together? However, we did intercropping, but trust me, that was not a very good method. Reason being, these crops are closely together and the soil is not fertile, meaning they will be struggling for the little food that we have. Are we together? Then also, in addition to that, we don't have the rainfall. So as they are fighting to escape pests, they are fighting for food, and they are really also suffering from the droughts that we have. I think this brings us to the end of this for now, but I'm welcoming 1 to 3 questions about this, then we can wind up with our practical lesson. Yes? Anyone asking anything about this?
What disease led to the dryness of?
Yes, he's asking what factor or what disease could have led to the drying of these leaves. Yes, who can give us an answer? Basing on your critical observation of these crops, what do you think could be? Yes, please.
This is due to the lack of nitrogen in the soil.
This is due to the lack of nitrogen in the soil. Very beautiful. Another one? Yes, please.
It's also due to lack of phosphorus in the soil.
It is also due to lack of phosphorus in the soil that we have. Who else can tell us?
Lack of water also.
Lack of water in the soil. Yes, we spoke about that. That is very beautiful. Yeah. Too much sunshine. Yes. So as we wind up, what do you think could be some of the solutions to the problems that we have just brought out? How do we improve on the nutrients that we have talked about that is lacking in our vegetables? Yes. Using irrigation farming. Yes.
Applying organic fertilizers.
Applying organic fertilizers. Can we clap for him? This is so beautiful. Another one. Last person.
By spraying.
By spraying. Yeah, for the sake of time, I welcome you people to come after classes and check over your crops, put water in the crops, and take care of them, with them, for the betterment of the school. Thank you very much for the lesson, and have a good time. Bye-bye.